I'm Arshil, you're watching Sports 101. Welcome to the review on professional wrestling this week. So much has happened in WWE and AEW as well. The most recent thing that is happening right now are the releases, people reacting on the releases by WWE. Let's straight go to the releases because I have not seen, and I've just seen a post of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods that they have mutually agreed with WWE to leave WWE. All right. So what I'll do, I'll check the subs on Reddit and get to know more about the information there. I'll be also talking about AEW this week. I've just made sure that I have watched everything before this video. All right. Let's get straight to the sub. One sec. Can I change? Can I change my view here? Is there any way does team let me do that? Uh-oh, I don't think so. All right, moving on to the top post on Squared Circle uh, for this week. So this is the one Sean Ross from I hear his fight wrestling not fight or fightful wrestling. Yeah, that is his postcast. I've been tuning into that postcast for 3 years now. Very happening podcast. Let's say that New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have mutually decided to part ways with WWE, Fightful Select, and Corey Hayes of Bodysam have learned. 7.9K upwards. My God, people are not happy with that. I mean, with the recent run they had, the heel run they had, it was good, but recently it is just not happening for them. I consider it one of the worst booking moves of the last 5 or so years to have turned New Day heel. I think New Day heel was good, but they, I think it is because of Big E not being there, and since they were heel, they could have. The promos were good. The promos were good. People reacted to them being heel, but could have done better. That's what I would say. Getting them massive heat and then proceeding to do exactly. This guy has got it right. Getting them massive hit. They got massive hit and then proceeding to do nothing with them. Exactly. In a perfect world, Big E would be clear to compete at WrestleMania 41 and there'd be a new day triple threat. New Day versus the Bucks, baby. It's happening. Tony, book it. Tony, book it. Oh, Kenny versus Woods for the ultimate gamer nerd. It's happening, guys. It's happening. In all seriousness, the Hilton is one of the Triple H's biggest fumbles of all time. The story was so good. The payoff with the double heel turn was amazing. And then nothing for the months and then Heartless title and then back. Double heel turn? What does he mean by double heel turn? They had genuine heat with the live crowd for weeks, and after instead doing nothing, he alleged they just came out on loss of 50-year-old Rey Mysterio for 4 weeks straight. My God. I never thought I'd see that day. Kofi Kingston that wouldn't be in WWE, but here we are. Absolutely insane. AEW can't sign everyone, but I have zero doubt that Kofi and Xavier will be signed there. Yeah, I mean the caliber Kofi and Xavier hell, AEW will be going for them since they can attract more crowd to watch AEW there. They 100% should sign them. You got dream matches, but the division also just needs a new top tag team. The way you have someone other than FTR and Bucks. What about the we heard people. What about the Hurt Syndicate? I am not able to watch them in AW. Where are they? Tony. Uh One day we will wrestle New Day and everyone will rejoice. Remember this bio. Brother, Kenny Omega, brother, good brothers, young bucks. How did he do that? Stocking up on party supplies and now it's happening, everyone. New Day, Young Bucks make it happen. Kofi has been with WWE forever, and I don't think he's ever been treated like the legacy star he is, other than the WWE title run. Even MCMG, Machine Guns. AEW is about to be very stacked. Very stacked. Collision will be a must watch after this. Cage and Cope, who are apparently could be on their final year this year, but they get to face New Day and Machine Guns as well, MCMG as well. AW can go nuts from here. When W has nothing for New Day for MCMG, you know tag wrestling is at all-time low for them. A WWE without Kofi Kingston, my God. Mutually is kind of crazy. Wonder what the straw that broke the camel's back was because New Day always struck me as lifers, especially with Big around. AW would pick them if they want no brainer. So let me see. Ek minute. So this is just Kofi and Xavier, not Big E, because Big E is in the commentary team and he will take a longer time to be cleared to wrestle. All right, that was the big one. Xavier and Kofi leaving WWE. I think since they have left, I don't know if they have a period that they cannot sign to another promotion. But what if we get to see them on Double or Nothing after the Young Bucks? No, after FTR and Copen Cage match. Biggie on IG. Oh, that's actually very sad. That's very sad. This image goes hard and makes me sad. For those of you less familiar with comic books, this is homage to classic Spider-Man No More. New Day No More. New Day No More. Serve Strickland on Instagram. Oh, wow. Good, sir. I mean, one of the pioneers of black people in wrestling, Kofi Kingston. Seemingly the entire AW roster coming out to say this, my dogs for real is crazy. Only question left is at this point if there is a non-compete clause or not. That's what I'm talking about. I think they were granted a release, so yeah, 90 days. Oh. And all in well after that. All right. So it's not double or nothing. It's all in. All good with me as long as AEW gets to bring them. I don't care. AEW has a very massive gain here. Let me tell you that. Austin Creed AEW champion campaign is underway in my book. Austin Creed? Austin Creed. Who is Austin Creed? Gotta have Brian Saxton on the call. Man, all the top three up most voted post on this sub is about Kofi Kingston there. So you get to see MJF said it's a new day. Yes, it is. New day rocks. New day rocks. It's happening. It is happening. Whole AEW roster is going crazy here. Tony, give me a New Day versus Bucks as Wembley. Would spend years putting equity into Austin Creed as a name. I think he always knew this was coming. I hope Kofi just goes by Kofi, all capital letters. Oh, wow. Fumbling New Day and Cena Hill turns back to back should be considered as a war crime, to be honest. They would have never asked for a release if they didn't have an AEW contract. Let's be real. Wow. They are certainly multimillionaires. New Day run was incredibly lucrative. Kofi had all the previous years in his bag. Then they just had a big star paycheck for another 4 or 5 years. They could get a contact anywhere, I'm sure. With the Kenny connection, they have foot inside AW. But at the same time, even if that wasn't the case, with how boring and uninspired their booking has been, how little they have been featured, they have enough money to cash out and go to do other stuff. Creed is probably sick of not being able to do anything creative. At this point, I don't think Kofi would want to stick around on his own. Tony will snap them as soon as he can. He will. Austin Creed is a fight tool player and it's time. Also, Austin Creed is Xavier Woods. I'm so sorry. That's his real name, though. Wow. All right. What do we have next after a new day, or is it just new day that most top voted post? Oh, Kyrie San was released as well. All what I can say is I know there's been a lot of speculation, but I truly love this work, my teammates and my fans. I've never walked away and I've given my all, everything I do. I think she's going to the women's wrestling that is in Japan. What's it called? It's not New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's a different name to it because I've not watched Japan's wrestling much. Only Kingdom. Uh, all the best, Kairi San, to you. Rene Paquet on IG. Dude, whole AEW is sandbagging it. Whole AEW is doing it now. Feels like if your biggest competitor is rolling out the red carpet hours after letting them go, then I don't think you should have let them go at all. Rightly said. I love that seemingly everyone who works for AEW just posing like it's a done deal. Oh, I would assume Kofi and Xavier had some type of commitment before they deciding to leave. Ah, could be because they have mutually decided to leave WWE, and it was not WWE telling them to leave. The difference is the reception is AEW to Alyssa Black release is like night and Alyssa's release. Hey, look, we are good. We don't need any more extra WWE guys. New Day's release. Tony signed a New Day, and my life will be yours. I'm perfectly okay with that. When even Rene starts to get in on the fun, you know the other guys have really screwed the pouch. RJ City must be staying in contempt and knowing Xavier and Kofi are just 90 days away from getting the graphic while he's still waiting for more than half a decade. Dude, so many of them are going crazy over the New Day's release. From an old Twitter bio of the Young Bucks, one day will wrestle the New Day and everyone will rejoice. Remember this bio. Typical business plan. Oh, this is an ad. I'm so sorry. Uh, it was the New Day's decision to leave based on what TQ was offering for a new deal. New Day's deals were not up. They were asked to restructure to TKO deals. They didn't like the deal, so they were granted the release. I think that was very rightly done by New Day, since looking at how well they are over with the crowd. Sounds like TKO lowballed them then. But even the music, it's a new day game. It's new day day. When the news came out that TKO brought really the consensus ends into time for new contracts, the wrestlers are going to learn exactly how much TKO really values them. Wow. Good for them. That is why it's important to have two companies, or let's say it's very important to have competition there. You're going to see more of this moving forward. I mean, TKO is really fumbling here. I walked off out of WrestleMania last year, lost, defeated, no plans, no direction. You could say the crown was close to falling, but my tag team partner, she fixed it without ever telling me it was cooked. Thank you for one of the best freeing years on the road, Blister. You know about Alexa Bliss? She returned on the Royal Rumble, and since then I thought I'll get to watch more about her with the White Six, but there was no such angle. Uh, However, she has been giving tribute to Bray Wyatt on major pay-per-views, and and now White Six is released. That's very weird. Should I go and see the topmost comment here? It's amazing that Charlotte, one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time, with a billion championships to her name, only really got over thanks to Alexa Bliss and finally showing some personality. Rightly said, dude. Rightly said. Correct, correct, correct. Team Empress locker room hurts on this new day, all for Austin Creed wins and True Kofi. Wow. Uh, One thing I do not miss is walking out to that Judgment Day music. Uh-oh. Uh, I am very up for this Finn Balor's baby face. Will he get a chance for the World Heavyweight Championship there? The other side was goated, but the current one is terrible. Yes, yes, yes. The OG Judgment Day music was really good. Lost my dog recently. He was my wrestling partner in crime. Oh, is that NXT? All right, Racing Pig, your pet. 15 years, I can't play this. 15 years ago, Johnson announced the news that Osama bin Laden has been compromised to a permanent end at Extreme Rules paper in Tampa, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not playing this. Don't play, please don't. Without exaggeration, one of the funniest things that I ever said in wrestling, and it wasn't even supposed to be funny. Hilarious. 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 The Young Bucks have retweeted the 2019 AEW announcement. Let's change the world. I think AEW will be, I think we will have a massive gain this year. But I mean, I have been watching AEW since the beginning, and I think the television shows were not doing up with the WWE shows, but they were really good with the pay-per-views. But looking at the situation right now, I think both are going equal. Both are equal. AEW 2 dropping soon. Too Elite to Wrestling. What is this? I wouldn't mind an AEW 2 video game, however. Oh, so it's about video game. The people backstage in AEW are pretty negative about the idea of Malaka Black Rider after W fired him again. No, no, don't. Nobody's hiring him. I think he'll go to TNA or go to New Japan. Full quote. The idea of Aleister Black and AEW was not fondly thought of by the people I spoke out there. Andrade was mixed. I know people that were not high on Andrade at all, but others who were black, for what I gather, pretty negative. There were even people who publicly said that they were negative on black. Andrade is doing well right now. So the money obviously won't be there. He would be better off being the big fish in the small pond over in the TNA. I think if Black takes a pay cut in AW, AW will happy to sign him back, or go with a less pay cut and get the main event scene in the TNA. WWE are reportedly politically forced into signing off RFK, Junior Sneeze, Joe Hins. Yeah, I've watched him in NXT. So many debuts in NXT, dude. So many debuts. I have not seen them. I mean, I am not aware of those wrestlers. Are those indie? Are they developed in WWE Performance Center? Although I know one from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think he is dating Io Sky. That's what I think so. So what about Zohins? Not surprised by this. I'm politically forced to skip Ross match on NXT. How long until they're politically forced to give Donald Trump a MAGA world title? She's gonna have an anti-80s Hogan gimmick. This is the guy, right? Eva Johnson catching strays. Force as in WWE isn't causing up to the administration already. Okay, I'll skip one. I'll skip talking about this one. I'm sorry. Tanya Brooks diagnosed with, who is Tanya Brooks? Who is Tanya Brooks? She was also with Britt Baker and she was I think she's from AEW. All right, so I'm sorry, Tanya Brooks. Yeah, please get Well, soon. AJ on Insta. Rebecca, you're selfless, hilarious, and pure. Thank you for keeping me safe and making me better. What will happen with AJ Lee? What is happening with AJ Lee after this? Getting losing against Becky Lynch on WrestleMania, not appearing post WrestleMania here on the television. It's crazy to me is that these two are the same age. And AJ Lee retired when she was 28. Also, it recently reminded her page despite debuting on men so back in 2014 is only 33. Meaning she's still younger than average female superstar on the main roster. I hope AJ Lee is able to plenty more matches for herself. I think there are not many like AJ Lee can go against Rhea Ripley, Paige, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte. I mean, all of the women's roster there. If you see that ways, for the AJ these races weren't there during AJ Lee time. JC Meteo, Tonga Loa, Depart. What? Bro, he was there on the last SmackDown. Wow. Wow. I mean, what has WWE done here? All that hype for Jeff Cobb coming into WWE for nothing. Was there actually hype? Yes, people who saw Jeff Cobb singing his praises and wanted to see him do his ridiculous shit in WWE, the fact that it never ended happening doesn't change history. Wow. The rematch everyone is waiting for. Jacob Fatu conically killing them. Tonga laws are genuinely memorable, even if unintentionally so. That puts him ahead of a lot of guys in my book. I mean, people is gonna forget this too very soon. I'm glad Koba's able to get a good paycheck for a bit, but I miss seeing him wrestle. Hope to see him everywhere again. I think they're going back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. How did WWE manage to miss you, Jeff Cobb? This is all leading up to Tongala signed to AW and running back that match with Okada. Wow, this one is because I have not watched this, seen this post on Instagram lately, though I wasn't not aware that this two are released as well. Wow. Easily on Instagram, define everything. Flattery will get you everything except an intercontinental title match. Define everything. As of today, Athena has officially equaled Bruno Sammartino's second reign as WWE's champion at 1237 days. Good for you, Athena. I hope to get see you more of your wrestling. AW champion Darby Allin takes a photo with music producer Rick Rubin. Is that has to be talked about here? I mean, it's 30 minutes already, and I have been only talking about the releases and AEW. I always mix up Rick Rubin with Rick Ross, so this picture took me to process. Right. Joe Gacy, just a story for the fans to story. It's just a story for the fans to story. In the first few weeks after the debut of Wire 6, I was walking around the backstage alone, navigating a new status as the NXT call up. In that moment, I glanced over at the curtain, and what do I see? A moth. Man, Joe Gacy was really good in NXT. I thought he'll do even better in Wire 6. People have not seen him cutting promos. And out of nowhere, Kevin Owens flattens it with a rolled up newspaper while muttering something about how those possibility of close will them be. Oh. AW Diamond spoilers. How you now? What is a spoiler? Okay, okay. I think I've missed out on this chrono. Let me check. Let me check. I think AW, please don't copyright this. Please AW. I'm huge supporter of yours.
Andrade El Idolo. Andrade, you have been on such an incredible tear since
No, Renee, I'm sorry. A tear, an incredible tear. Here's what you've done. You have ruined this company. Thanks to you, Darby Allin is on a reign of terror. Okay, how you know? What? How do I know? Because he's world champion. How you know? Because Don told me you lost the match. How you know? Because I saw it with my own two eyes.
How you know?
How you know? You're so funny. You're so funny. Hey, guys,
Guys.
So, you're my money man. You are the money man. I mean, look, guys, business is business, right? He doesn't have a belt right now. You don't need to fight him, and you need to get your belt back because we're all better off when you're on top.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
just focus on business, guys. Can we do that?
Okay. There's no pun intended there. Tony Khan to Nevin Nilsson in response to his challenge to then you guys are in. I did not understand. Larry tattoo by CM Punk. CM Punk. Danhausen uncurses the next. They win the next game by a blowout. This is the real life kayfabe. I'm yet to watch those highlights of playoffs. I'll be talking about Danhausen in the NBA game, NBA video. Jim Ross and WWE Hall of Fame legacy wing. Seed was overqualified to go into Hall of Fame as far as the legacy wing. I think that's a joke. It's just one way to get somebody either a payday or some recognition. He should have been in the regular Hall of Fame. Wow. AJ Style responding to someone on X saying that WWE bribed him in the Hall of Fame induction just not to go to AEW. If bribing me leads to getting the job that I want, that's great. Oh, man, AEW in AJ Styles in AEW would have been terrific. Can wrestling fans ever just be normal? AJ has talked about wanting to help the next generation of for years. He has also had adamant that he was almost done and would certainly be done before 50. It's not surprising that he didn't go to AEW. Uh, gonna be able to kick Ricochet. All right, so it's Ricochet. Oh, Dan House's promo. My God, he did posted this on Instagram. Backlash. Dan House called it Backlash. That was hilarious. Let me go to WWE sub now. Oh, Tony Khan negotiated with Zelina Vega when she was let go the last time at WWE, but she pretty much ghosted him and signed back at AEW. This gonna come back to you, Zelina. This is gonna come back to you. I can't play this. Favorite band in the world, System of a Down. All right. So going to WWE subreddit now. Let me see what has happened. Oh, the OG Judgment Day is back. They finally did it. Dude, this was hilarious while we were watching it live, dude. It's weird that there are no posts of WWE. I mean, talking about wrestling on WWE sub. Terror triplets. The new faction, is it? Uh, I took Gunther and Ludwig shooting. I took Gunther and Ludwig shooting. So is there someone who took them? Oh wow, Gunther coming and beating the hell out of Cody Rhodes there. I did not see this rivalry coming. I think we should be getting at least three matches there. Cody versus Gunther. Run it till your backlash. And what is the next event of yours? WWE PPV 2026. All right. So schedule right now is they have Backlash in Tampa, Florida. Is it Tampa, Florida? On 9th of May. Yes. And they have Saturday main event on May 23rd. So no. So not for both this because this has just happened on this episode of SmackDown. So I think this will go to Clash in Italy. That is May 31. And then you have Night of Champions on June 27th. But Night of Champions would be against the SmackDown and versus Raw champions. So that won't be happening. Uh, then you have SummerSlam. So I think it should be Clash in Italy. And then Saturday night main event, and then it will lead up to the trilogy at SummerSlam. Uh, Ludwig Kaiser and Chad Gable haven't been on TV in a long time. Oh, the match might have been happened, the AAA Mask versus Mask. I have to check those because I don't know who has lost the match. Another perspective on Brock's retirement. Should I read it out? I hope it's not too long. I hope it's not too long. I'll read out the full one. Okay, I'll read this one. We all can see that no one knew except for maybe Heyman or maybe Oba, judging that by the cowboy salute that the was Brock's last match. My perspective is Brock knew the whole time he wasn't gonna just let them embarrass him in his hometown by losing to Gunther, and he'd just be another name on the list that Michael Cole rattles off. With Oba, it's special. He's retired one man, and that was the baddest of them all. That means more than being another notch in the belt of Gunther's side gimmick. So without telling anyone, he did the job to Oba, someone who didn't mind giving up the throne too. Oba gives. Oba, Oba, Oba. Where is Drew McIntyre? Drew come. It should have been Drew and not Gunther, but however he has lost in the WrestleMania. That way, his R can't go and challenge to any WWE champion there. 37 years ago, Rey Mysterio made his debut at age 14. Correct picture this time. Is everybody ready for Backlash? Uh, more WWE departures. Okay, let us check this one now. JC Mateo Kofi, Kingston Tengolova, Xavier Woods. Oh, so this was a live feed. TK President Mark Shapiro stated that Nick Khan and Triple H are using AI for storyline during a town hall meeting this week. Yeah, I do agree with this one. This one match made US citizen. Okay. Crazy that if Jey Uso never got drunk with Cody, we would never have had the yeet moment. And then did they call him Tala Tonga because somewhat Tala than the others? Oh. So who all is left in MFT now? So we have the big one, the Solo, and I think it's brother of Tangalova. Why do people say Supernatural scary games won't work anymore? Ads on everything surface, a commercial break, firing fan favorites, unnecessary celebrity, AI slop promo package. Was this AI slop? Wow, AI is getting good. Using AI to write stories. Yeah, man. Wired 6 got released. Jevan Evans turns 22. Wow, he's very young. This might just be happening. Kyrie Sane coming in the Backlash. What do we have here? No, man, no. Oh, so Saudis have pulled the funding from Live Golf. Is the WWE next one? Fame Balor have reported of Dominic Mysterio on his 2042 Demon Paint. Dude, what is happening? Dude, what is happening? There's nothing about the Raw and SmackDown here. Literally nothing. I'll have to go and search it on by myself. Also, SmackDown discussion thread is here. I'll go and say this with the topmost comments. What is this, dude? Uh, Top comments. Me at a funeral next week for Gingerbread Man. Oh, so there's a funeral for Gingerbread Man, and that's Xavier Woods who has been released. Let's go, JC. Oh, JC got a win against Charlotte. I am so happy for the NXT call-ups, whatever is happening. That also has made a big halt in NXT roster there because you have all the stars of NXT right now in WWE. But then again, NXT always bounces up. JC James. Mizan Kit with a Acme breakfast. This is some hitting the X sign on the gingerbread man is hilarious. Trick is amazing. JC's kicking on the main roster. Damn you, Sammy. Danhausen getting his first PLE match at Backlash. I'm very uh, curious to know who is gonna partner with Danhausen. Uh, is it someone from AEW? Is it a NXT call up? Or is it someone who has just been released? Ricky Sainz at SmackDown and Ethan Page at Raw after leaving NXT. Wow. Training trick that's back. Who else? Scott Charlotte was gonna do a Devil's Case. JC having two awesome matches. Uh, also, so everything about JC here. Let me check here. So we have Cody Rhodes. Charlotte Flair will face JC. Ricky Sands making his main roster debut. Jacob Fatu is advertised for Roman Reigns. Tiffany Stratton looks to begin her reign. So that means I think there has to be someone to defeat Becky Lynch for Intercontinental Champion. Drew McIntyre, Jade Kill, Randy Orton also listed as advertised to appear on the Did did you guys see Jade Cargill and Randy Orton on SmackDown? I am not so sure I have seen them. Don't remember now. Oh, so where is Raw thread? I'll have to search it by myself. Or maybe I can see it on Square Circle if that is possible. Joe in this concert, Jay Henry finally coming to the Raw. I think there's nothing about that. I'll go and see myself for the Raw. No, for this week. I'm so sorry, there's nothing about Raw here, so I'll maybe skip this one. Is there something that I can remember about Raw? Yeah, OTC challenging Jacob Fatu at the end. We had Joe Henry there. Uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? No, nothing that I can remember. So I'll close down this WWE sub. So at Squared Circle, let us go to AEW this week. So there is a mega thread of WWE releases as well in AEW official sub. All right. Both the current world champions are short, blonde, 33 years pongers. Wow. This picture got hard. Shelton Benjamin. Where is Shelton? As a day one PlayStation guy, pains me to say that PlayStation has been officially given reason to abandon the platform completely with it. What is this, Shelton? Sting speaks on his AEW run. Very well booked AEW run there for him. Sting, Osprey, and Foley. What was that Osprey's storyline this on this episode of Collision? Moxley asking him, "Are you cleared?" Nyla Rose on Twitter. I'm not reading that. Sorry. AEW expected to land free agent acting for sources. Motor City Machine Guns. All right. So WWE releases. Let me see this one. I think there's something interesting that has been mentioned in the comments. AEW should do a tag team version of this with MCMG and New Day. I did not understand. I did not understand this one. I did not understand. I might die, but I mean, AEW should do a tag team version of this with. I mean, just randomly coming to the episodes. Is that it? Maybe we could finally get a New Day. Yeah, that we are getting that. Oh, Big A, separate post, but AEW Games YouTube channel is about to get a major post. That is going to happen. All right, so nothing on this mega thread. I'll go and see what all is there. Insane Ryan Rocco ringside photo of the Jed versus MJF. Oh wow, this goes very hard. This is tough, dude. This is very tough. Kevin Knight doing really good, yeah. Recently after getting after being champion now, man, he has got injured. Sad that they had to keep a tournament for the new champion. I hope we see Kyle Fletcher very soon. Fans of AW, this is wrestling with power and speed. No fear, you can say it's competitors. Hear me now. What is this? Darby. Oh, also Austin Gunn has finally returned with his brother as well. But I think there had to be a pop, and crowd did not just give them a pop. Gun swap. Mox dropped this prison break video after his contract with the other company. Oh, did he? Oh, wow. So where did he drop this? So was it on the Insta? Got dips on the post-match interview. I like Marina's new look presentation. I want to see your funniest AEW skin raps. Hope this becomes real. AEW just filed a trademark for what the dog doing. 7 years ago, one of the most bizarre segments in WWE history, the Usos walked in the revival in the locker room shaving. All right, I'll go to the mega thread of collision. I might just find something there. I hope so. Oh, Dorado versus Jack Perry. He's on a national tour there. Willow defeating Anna Jay and Kevin Knight defeating Hook. Uh, the conglomeration defeated MXM and John Morris. I think it's not called John Morris in AW, something else. I think John TV. I think it's called Johnny TV there. Death Riders, the dogs versus Death Riders is gonna fit so many families later. Versus the top flight, the Rascals, Bang Bang Gang versus the Dead Riders and Sky Blue in action. What are the top most comments for this thread? Uh, yes, I'm glad I made the switch to AEW. This is my first time actually watching AEW, and the first two matches have been some of the dopest. Yes, AEW has really good spots while wrestling as well. Really good storytelling. But the vibes of fans chanting, the huge crowd, that actually makes a difference as well. Marina should just once replace the face slaps for Mox with a belly poke. Ah, right. Is there a dynamite mega thread there? I can see that as well. No, there is not. So I think that that's what the wrestling this week. I think I have tuned. I have it's also. We have Backlash next weekend, and what do we have Gunther Cody Rhodes that's going to happen. Gunther is going to cut a promo there. So many releases after SmackDown, so people are gonna go crazy on episode of Raw. They will be chanting for New Day, for Kairi San, and yeah, I think that's it. AEW, I think will be interesting to watch on Dynamite as well. If there's no compete clause, and we might finally get New Day and Machine Guns there. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm Harshil. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. Just ask your friends to subscribe as well if you love Dan Housen, or else you are cursed, my friend. Right. I'm Harshil. This is Sports 101. I'll meet you in the next